Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Anyway, hopefully, the first of many videos, but without taking too much time, today we are trying to attempt climbing for the very first time. So, climbing has been on my radar for quite some time now. I've always thought it was cool, and I've always wondered the kind of skill set that was required to even execute something like that. There is a new climbing gym or spot that is not too far away from me, and I've been seeing clips about the spot, and I thought to myself, yeah, let's finally try this out. Yeah, let's do it. So first things first, we're going to start with a little research, right? If we're going to do climbing, then we should at least know what we need in terms of gear for climbing, and what are the tips, what do we need to know, how do we give ourselves the best chance at succeeding at today's mission.
A few moments later.
Harness, climbing shoes, chalk bag, and helmet. We don't have most of those except the shoes, which are not climbing shoes. Oh, yeah. Then what tips do we need to know? Let's see, tips for climbing for the very first time.
One eternity later.
Here's my plan. My plan is engage your core while climbing, and then try to like reach out to the climbing holds and get a good grip before moving on to the next, you know, next step while climbing. And hopefully that should help us get it done. So we've done a bit more research, and now we kind of know what to expect from the whole climbing experience. And we're going to head out now, take a detour and go to a food and drinks event that's happening really close to the climbing spot. Go there, try out some new food, take you guys along, and then from there go climbing. And then when we're done climbing, hopefully we're about to complete that mission. Then we come back to the food and drinks and just have a good time and see where the day takes us. So without wasting time, let's get this journey started. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I'm getting ready to leave, and like I said, we're gonna make do with what we have, which is these shoes. Right? They'll be grippy underneath, and I'm hoping that will come in handy.
I should've known better, deja vu. I should've known better that I'd lose. I should've known better. Tell me that this wasn't all for nothing. I should've known better than I did. I should've known better. Love's love, man. I should've known better than to give my all. It never works out.
You should make it on the ground, you should make it pop. On the ground, you should make it pop. On the ground, you should make it pop. On the ground, you should make it on the ground, you should make it on the ground, you should make it pop.
On to the second spot. I think that's the upside down house. God. That is high. That is really high.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
So we finally made it to the climb spot and goes all the way up. Professionality is good. We hope Phil study and yeah, it should be fun. So at this point I am rethinking my life choices. That's what we're about to do, and our man is giving us a quick tutorial of how to climb and go all the way to the top. So he's telling us that when we get to the top, you push up the board and let the rope bring you down. So we've got the first person trying to make their way to the top, and he's going without shoes, which is really crazy. I don't know about that. We're going to be going with shoes, thank you. So the plan is simple. The plan is to, like we said, use our core, go all the way to the top, try to stretch our arms while we are climbing, and also stretch our legs. And then when we get to the top, we push up and come all the way down. That is the plan. Hopefully, the plan does not change while we're up there. But yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So, and since we were feeling particularly lucky after the first try, we decided to go again. So, a quick recap on that. That was actually a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Um, Initially, when you're growing up, it's like just climbing, and then when you get to like the top, or as you're getting towards the top, then you realize that oh, I'm actually far away from the floor now, and everything is telling you you shouldn't be this high, but you just keep going, and because you can see the bell is right there on the top, and then when you get to the bell and then you ring it, and you're like, yeah, finally I did it. I think it was so good that I wanted to do it the second time, and when the guy was like, oh, he really liked the first attempt that I went for, and do I want to do it again? I was like, hell yeah, why not? And I went the second time, which was even like better because it's your second attempt, and so you have experience to work off, and you just climbing really, and then you get to the top. I think the part that was really scary was when he told me to push off like the building and just jump off, and that the harness will catch me. It was crazy because I was like, this is Nigeria. What if anything happens or the harness cuts? Nobody's going to carry me anywhere, but I just did it. I just did it, and it was thrilling. It's a great experience. I'd recommend it if you're around Landmark. Just come, give it a try. It's a workout. My muscles are a bit sore. It's like a full workout. We're going back to food and drinks to continue the program and see how that goes. Lots of food to still try. Yeah. So we're finally back, and yeah, it was a fun experience. Highly recommended. Lots of learning tips. I think I didn't realize how much it requires you to pull and also push with your legs because now my hands are a bit sore from all the pushing and the climbing because I did it twice, but it was fun. I think, yeah, that has been it. Comment below what you thought about the entire experience. Is this something you'll try? Is this something you would definitely not try? Which is also fine. Let's have a conversation below, and kindly like the video and hit the subscribe button. It helps a lot, especially now that I'm starting out, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.